Hi friends, welcome to the Rise and Shine channel, the place where inspiration meets motivation. Here, we dive into powerful topics that can open your mind, ignite your spirit, and get you ready to take on the day. So, don't forget to bring your positive mindset, because today we're going to talk about something that could change your perspective and your life, and that is about how to think maturely. Let's dive right in. Sometimes life doesn't teach us through lessons, but through pain. Not through advice, but through loss. And not through time, but through harsh realities that leave no room to argue. Maturity is the most bitter choice we never wanted, but always needed. Thinking maturely is not about age. It's not about how many candles are on your birthday cake. It's about how you swallow disappointment without blaming the world. How you keep walking, even when your heart feels shattered into pieces. Maturity is when you learn to accept that not everything will go your way, that love can lose to circumstances, that a best friend can turn into a stranger, and that even family can sometimes be the reason you feel most alone. To think maturely is to see pain as a lesson, not a curse. You begin to stop asking, "Why me?" and instead start wondering, "What can I learn from this?" That's not weakness. That's a strength not everyone possesses. You know you're starting to think maturely when you stop seeking validation from others, when you no longer crave recognition, when you no longer race to be right all the time. Because you've learned that peace is far more valuable than pride. Being mature doesn't mean you never get angry. It means you know when to stay silent. You know when to let things go. And you realize not everything is worth fighting for. Sometimes letting go is the purest form of love. One day you'll reach the point where you no longer overshare your pain, because you understand others are carrying burdens too. And you start to realize being a listener is often wiser than being a speaker with no sense of timing. To think maturely is to stop begging people to stay, because you finally get it. Those who truly care will never leave. And if they leave, perhaps they were never meant to stay. When you think maturely, you begin to understand that not everyone will understand you. And you learn to stop explaining yourself to people who only want to judge, not to understand. Maturity brings calm, not because life is perfect, but because you've started to choose what's worth your anger, what's worth your tears, and what's better left unspoken. Sometimes, maturity means having to be strong when you just want to cry, smiling when your soul is screaming inside. But you can't fall apart now, because life must go on. Maturity isn't about being great. It's about being able to control yourself when everything is pushing you to explode. About being able to calm your heart when your world feels like it's collapsing. About trusting that this storm too shall pass. And in every step, you will feel tired, deeply tired. But that's where growth begins. Through that exhaustion, you will find a version of yourself that is stronger, calmer, and wiser. They say growing up hurts, and they're right. But those wounds, they shape you. They show you who truly stands by your side. They teach you that happiness isn't given, it's created by you. To think maturely is not to feel less. It's about knowing which feelings are worth expressing and which are better kept to yourself. Because you've learned, not everything you feel must be shown. Eventually, you will arrive at that phase, the phase where you no longer blame anyone. You just want peace. You just want quiet. You just want to live without the unnecessary weight. That's maturity. Not about being stronger than others, but about being able to survive without hurting anyone, being able to love without owning, and being able to let go without hating. And you, who's reading this, maybe you're already on that path. Maybe you're not there yet. But every tear you've swallowed in silence, every patience you've chosen despite the pain, it's all not for nothing. Those are the small, quiet steps toward maturity. slowly but surely. Thank you for watching. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs it. And always remember, the sky may be dark now, but dawn always comes. If you have a personal story about how changed your life, share it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this channel. See you in the next video. Stay strong, stay healthy, and keep moving.